So, hello friends. Today we are going to see very powerful concepts in PathoGoldCloud. They are called as a referring doctor. Okay. So when somebody, a referring doctor refers you a patient, what are the benefits of referring doctor? Then next concept is the source from where the patients are coming, a regular source of patient flow, that is called as source. And third one will be the collection center. How to define a collection center, what is the use of collection center, everything we are going to study into this demonstration. So let's say one by one we are going to see what are the benefits and what are the things are there about various these aspects. Okay, let's log into the system and you go to the defining of the referring doctor. So when you define a referring doctor, you will see that a referring doctor gets the username and password. So when you define a referring doctor, let's say I define one referring doctor. So a referring doctor will get the username and password. See, the complete referring doctor details are here and you can offer them the username and password. So whenever a patient is coming, a referring doctor can see their patient online. They can log into the software and they can see, and they can also see the patients on the mobile app. Okay, so a referring doctor need not to worry how many patients they have sent to you. Okay, they can see the patient. You can send a referring doctor the WhatsApp, email, as well as the referring doctor will able to see the patient referred by them on the mobile app. So this is the referring doctor and this is the username and password you can provide to them. So this is the way. Let's say if I say APAG and I can log into the system and I can see the username and password and I can see my patient referred. So this is the referring doctor. Let's see. So this is the referring doctor screen, referring doctor, and they can see how many patients they have referred. Okay, on which date and everything, date range, and all the patients will come. So let's say if I just go here and say list, I'll get all the patients referred by Dr. Agrawal. Okay, so this is the referring doctor. Okay, so let's have, so every referring doctor, we can have the, complement rates, referral charges can be defined separately for them. Every doctor, we can define the referral charges for them. Thank you. Now let's study the another concept called as source. How to define the source and what is the use of the source. So imagine you are getting a regular, regular patient from the, from particular place, or you are processing some patients for a particular company. So that is called as source. You can define it as a source. Okay. So source, every source we can get the a separate rate list can be applied to them and you can send the invoice to the source. So source is a great facility. So how the source comes, whenever you register a patient, you see the source name over there. See, here is the source name. So from where you are getting the patient, let's say Oriental Insurance or Bajaj Insurance or Mahindra and Mahindra or any hospital or anyone. So like that. Even some doctors who are sending you the patient and they are collecting, money at their place and they are referring you the patient, they can be also called as source. You can define them in the source. So source will get the bill from the lab at the end of the period. Okay, so we can generate a bill for the source. So every source will get the separate rate list. Okay, and automatically the source can be applied. So this is the source. So how do you define the source? Let's say if I just select a patient and I'll show you how the source comes. Let's say I select this patient. Okay, and it can be referred by a doctor, but now the source. Now let's look at this. If I just select SLLPR, this is my cost 1000. Okay, but now I'll just delete this and I'll select the source and then my cost will be different. Let's say Oriental Insurance, SLLPR. See, my cost is 175. So this is the cost of the source basically. So at this cost, you are processing the patient for the source. So this is the great facility. Source do not get any username and password. We can send the reports to the source. Okay. So there are facilities, extra facility where you can send the bulk quantity, bulk messaging to the source. So source can get the emails, bulk emails, or bulk WhatsApp number. They can get it. This facility is available as an extra cost. Source can be defined in number of source can be defined, like in number of doctors can be defined. The same way in number of source can be defined, and they can get the separate rate list. Okay, and you can generate the invoice for the source. So how you generate invoice for the source? It's here. Okay, generate invoice for the source. Look at this. Generate invoice for the source. So this is the invoice. You give the invoice to the source at the end of the month. Click. Okay, so select the month. Let's say June, and which are the source. Okay, like that you can generate the invoice. This is the source. Oriental Insurance. Search. So like that, what are the people have come, patient have come from there, you can generate the invoice and you can send to them. So this is the source defined. Okay, and here you define the source. Control panel, and when you go to the define rate types, you define the source over here. So you can have the multiple sources. There is no limit for the source. Okay, now let's study the third facility. What is the, now we have seen the referring doctor. Referring doctor, you can have the separate rate list for the each and every referring doctor. You can have a separate rate list for the each and every source. Okay, and source, you give the invoice to them, and to the doctor, you give them the compliments or referral charges to them. Okay, so this we have already seen. Now let's see. Now they source do not get the username and password, but you can send them the bulk reports, bulk WhatsApp or bulk emails can be sent to them. Okay, now let's study the third facility called as collection center. Now this is the collection center. So depending on your plan, you have got the different collection centers created. Now what is the difference between source and collection center? A collection center gets the username and password directly. They can log in and they can send a patient. They can get the complete their transactions online, how many patients are there, and collection center also get their letterhead inserted into the software. So let's say it's like a virtual lab. You can open a virtual lab at some place, and they are called as your collection center. So this is the difference, that a collection centers are limited. Depending on your plan, you get the collection center, and they will have the username and password. So let's log in with the one collection center. I'll show you how exactly it is there. Okay, let's take down this collection center, CC001. So a collection center will have a menu completely. Okay, so this is the collection center. Look at this. So collection center has got a menu. This is the menu. They register the patient over here. They can download the reports. They have their own dashboard, everything. They can have their own laser transactions automatically. Okay, so they can see, they can download how much money they have given. Everything is a collection center. They can say a transaction, and they will able to search the patient. So this is the menu is available to the collection center. Now what are the patients are sent by the collection center to the main lab. We can have the complete control, complete management of the collection center is defined over here. In the account, there is a separate section called as collection center. Make payment, laser transaction. Okay, we can have the laser transaction for them, everything. For example, let's say if I just see 01, okay, CC, okay, like that, I can see the complete transaction for the collection center. So this way, a collection center, see, it's coming, laser display completely. So this way, it will give me the complete transaction, and the same thing can be also seen by the collection center easily. So this is the way a collection center works, and they have got their own data. Okay, the ledger transactions, search patient, everything. So you can have this facility as a collection center. Now collection centers are limited. Depending on your plan, you can have this thing. So now we have seen every collection center also has got a different rate list. Okay, now we have seen a referring doctor. You can define n number of referring doctor. There is no limit. Okay, you can define n number of source. There is no limit for defining source. You can define the collection centers, which are the limited. A collection center gets a username and password. They can download the report. A collection center will have their own letterhead also. So suppose you are you are processing patients for some collection center, and they can print it on their letterhead. It's possible completely, and collection center can download the reports themselves. There is no need of sending or anything to them. Okay, this is the complete ledger. If you see, this is the complete ledger has come. So this way, balance and everything is available to them. So this is the great facility. So I hope you have seen the complete facility. You can define the referring doctor, you can define the source, and you can define the collection. So these are the great facilities for the business expansion for any laboratory. Thank you very much.